Yeah. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it? It's all coming together now. Look at this latest chapter. Chapter 1161, Captain John had the JIKI JIKI no Mi. Okay, now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if that's the JIKI JIKI no Mi, but for agenda purposes, why can't it be the JIKI JIKI no Mi, the magnet fruit that Eustass Captain Kid once had, that he currently does have? Because I'm actually, me saying once had is me saying like he probably died or something, which he didn't. But it's all coming together. They're like, can't you see it? Can't you see it? Captain John, Captain Kid, they both have the title Captain. We don't know why Eustass Captain Kid has the epithet Captain in his name. Can it be related to the one and only character in One Piece that also is referred to as Captain, and that being John? The real life pirate William Kidd is a reference to Eustass Kid. The real life pirate's father name is Captain John Kidd. And in the latest chapter, 1161, Captain John has a metal hand? Oh, my fault. I forgot. He actually is a swordsman. But wait! He actually doesn't have a sword. Wait a minute. My fault. He only has one hand. I'm sorry. But wait again! It seems as if Captain John actually had two hands. Am I not the best Kid fan you've ever met? Is not Eustass Zay the greatest Kid fan of all time? Isn't this glorious? Yes, it is. You know, I just like how like everyone's bringing it up too. Everyone's legit bringing it up. The fact that we saw Captain John having a metal arm, bro, come on, man. Like, come on. And congrats to 1,000 plus people who watched the very first video of this set channel, Eustass Captain Kid, the son of Captain John video. Or is it, I mean, is that the title? But anyway, the very first video I uploaded on this channel was that set video. And I am so happy that you guys were in full support of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I finally made it to 1K on that video, and that was 4 years ago. There's videos that were like, you know, younger than that video that made it to 1K or 2K, you know what I mean? And I'm really happy that you guys are watching that video. And also the new video, the revealing of Eustass Captain Kid's father, Captain John. Thank you guys for being in full support of it. I really appreciate you guys. Like, you don't understand. And I just made it to 200 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Like, we're on the road to 300 now. I really appreciate every like counts. Every subscribe counts, man. I'm so happy that you guys enjoy the videos, for you to even like them, for you to even subscribe to them. Like seriously, thank you. Like, really, I really want to say thank you. Like, I love it. It's a W for me. Trust me. There's people who upload videos all the time and can't even get a like, can't even surpass like 50 views and whatnot, but you guys are still here. Even the fact I didn't upload for like 2 years, I believe, until I posted like a video on rocks and whatnot, and you guys were there. Like, just thank you. Like, seriously, thank you. You know, and I saw everyone in the comments of the latest chapter of One Piece 1161, how everyone's like, oh my gosh, W3, oh my gosh, you were right and whatnot. Like, thanks, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I really appreciate it. Trust me, man. I really do appreciate it. You know, and hey, going back to the Captain John thing, like, what can I say? It's all like summing up together. Now, there's some people that are in doubt, like, hey, what are the chances of Captain John being the father of Eustass Kid, having the JIKI JIKI no Mi, and now his son automatically has it? It's kind of a stretch. Well, we can say that, but on the other hand, like, what are the chances as well that Kid automatically got the fruit too? What are the chances of Eustass Kid automatically getting the fruit as well? You know, the only thing I really hate about this thing as well is the fact that if Captain John actually did have the JIKI JIKI no Mi, I think it's really, and I mean really odd. Kaido fought Kid. Big Mom witnessed Kid. You know what I mean? Like, Shanks witnessed Kid. You know, if Captain John was this famous pirate, and I'm talking about, like, he was like extremely famous. Absalon was talking about how famous he was. In the One Piece, I think in the One Piece data book, it was talking about the notoriety of Captain John and whatnot. And if you would think Eustass Captain Kid, who made a name for himself as well, everyone who's seen Eustass Captain Kid use his fruit, even the Marines and everything, I find it pretty odd that Kaido wasn't like, what the heck? You got the same fruit as Captain John. I'm surprised Big Mom, who was on Kid's head like every single moment of the kid-in-law versus her fight, she was mentioning every single second how Kid this, Kid that, Kid this, Kid that. She was so surprised how strong Kid was. But enough of that. Like, why didn't she mention it as well? You know, I don't doubt Oda's gonna, talk about the fact that Captain John is the son of Eustass Kid, because it's a theory, by the way, and I'm really high on this theory. I'm really high on it. But I honestly find it weird that Big Mom didn't mention the fact that you could be the son of Captain John, or the epithet in your name, or the way you use the fruit reminds me of him. You know what I mean? Like, I find that really strange. You get what I'm saying? So I find it but the fact that he has a mechanical arm just spawned out of nowhere. You know, we saw him the very first time, I believe in 1156, the very first time he was introduced as Captain John drinking. I showed you the side-by-side panels, how Captain John and Captain Kid look so much alike, you know what I mean? And I also showed, and it's just the fact that, like, now the fruit, like, Captain John spawned out of nowhere with that metal arm. Now, could he have automatically like have a metal arm that he always fights with? But yeah, sure. But on the other hand, it's just like, when and where would you have gotten the chance to have that metal arm on you? You know what I mean? Like, I find it really weird how John spawned out of nowhere with this metal arm while he's holding Shiki back and Kyo is holding Silver back. Kyo is holding Shiki back and whatnot. It's like, dude, what? Wait. Did you have that before? Wait, don't you have two arms? Wait, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, yo, Zay this, Zay, look at this, Zay, look at that. And I was like, yo, what the frick? And everyone talking about, Zay was right. Like, Zay was right. You know what I'm saying? So, I was sparking up. You feel me? I felt happy about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and we see another panel where Captain John, it was a tiny panel, but we see another panel where Captain John's just holding the arm like this. And we've seen multiple times where Captain Kid would fight like the same way. Like not in the manga, but even in the anime where you see Kid holds out his palm, holds out his mechanical arm just like this out and like does a rappel or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like even the way their arms are built the same, the way the arms are built the same. And I just know for a fact, if next chapter 1162, we can at least see each individual rock pirate. We got to see Shiki use his float fruit when he was floating around. We got to see Big Mom use her attack to, of course, we already know Big Mom use her attack, but I'm talking about like this flashback specifically. We got to see Big Mom combine Prometheus, and Zeus together to attack God, which was crazy, by the way. God was insane. We got to see Whitebeard use his Naginata to slice the Holy Knight in half. We got to see that. We got to see, Shiki slash a bit. We got to see Kaido use his club and whatnot. Not like name attacks or anything, but we got to see everyone attack. Yes, we did get to see Captain John do like his arm out as if he was attacking. But I want to see next chapter where like each individual Rocks pirate get at least not a named attack, but we can see at least what they did. You know what I mean? We got to see what Big Mom did, but she was the only one that actually used an attack. We got to see Whitebeard, of course, cut the trees in half and get to attack a Holy Knight. Yes, that is true. But what I'm saying is like, if we get to see at least, and I kid you not, if we know Captain John collects treasure, right? And him having the JIKI JIKI no Mi makes so much sense. Solely the fact that if he has the JIKI JIKI no Mi, that only means that he uses his magnetism to pull metal, to pull treasure, to pull things like that. Now, magnetism doesn't work in everything, but it's fiction. Like, come on, it's One Piece. One Piece can do whatever the frick they want. You know what I mean? This is Oda's story. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? So, like, could you imagine we get to see Captain John? I don't care if it's the most tiniest of tiniest panels ever. If we get to see Captain John, if we get to see a font of just zit, like how Kid uses his JIKI JIKI no Mi, that's enough for me. I promise you that's enough for me. If we get to see at least Captain John make it to the treasure, and Captain John's like, all right, you're coming with me. I got the treasure, we won. If we get to see Captain John at least grab fodder, swords, or repel cannonballs or something like that, or even get to clash with one of the Roger Pirates or one of the Marines or any fodder collecting swords or repelling people away or stopping people or anything like that, we won. Okay, Kid fans, rise up. I'm very passionate about Kid, as you can see. But I'm just saying though, think about how much sense that makes. Could you imagine? We got to see, even the very first time we got to see Whitebeard, I forgot what chapter it was, I believe 1157. I think it was 1157 when we saw everyone in the Rock Pirates going crazy. Remember when we got to see Kaido, Kyo, and we got to see Whitebeard all the way in the bottom, and then not Silver Axe, I forgot his name already. Gosh darn, Shiki. We got to see Shiki throw the bomb down there. We got to see Big Mom. We got to see Kaido. We got to see Whitebeard use his Devil Fruit. We got to see him use the Gurgura. We got to see everybody. And Captain John, even though he was there, we even got to see Rocks. We got to see Rocks too use his sword attacks when he swings so hard that he caused shockwaves. We got to see even Rocks use his sword attacks. We didn't see Captain John not one time, and I say it again, we didn't get to see Captain John not one time even use his metal arm. Captain John has the JIKI JIKI no Mi. And that's that. That's that. Now, we already know Captain John didn't die during the God Valley incident. We don't know how old Captain John was at that time. You know what I mean? We always knew that Captain John had treasure. mysterious treasure, and we know he always hid treasure. Buggy was looking for that treasure, and he's always been looking for that treasure ever since he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So, not only that, but here's another thing, I just thought of it. Kid hates Buggy. You remember when Kid saw that Luffy was a Yonko, Shanks was already a Yonko, but Shanks was already Yonko, I meant, and Blackbeard was already Yonko. The only two people, the vacant spots for Yonko, because of Kaido's and Big Mom's defeat, right? Everyone thought, yeah, Kid's gonna be a Yonko. Most definitely, Kid was gonna be Yonko, and Luffy was gonna be a Yonko. Guess who hates Buggy? Kid. Luffy being a Yonko, Kid wasn't really like, whatever. It doesn't matter to me, right? But when Buggy was Yonko, he was like, out of everybody, this guy. It's like he had he detests the fact that Buggy of all people was Yonko. It's like he knew something about Buggy. What if Kid knows for a fact that Buggy was looking for Captain John's treasure? Why does he hate Buggy so much? What is it about Buggy that he hates so much? Like, seriously, who knows? The only active person that we actually know that was always looking for Captain John's treasure was Buggy. Could you imagine this entire time, the other person that was looking for Captain John's treasure, and Captain John's treasure is like almost at the same ceiling as the One Piece, Roger's treasure, because he found Roger's treasure. But Captain John's treasure is like up there with the One Piece. I would say this is the One Piece, and this is like Captain John's treasure. Out of all pure honesty, right? So it's just like, think about it. Why does Kid hate Buggy like the way he does? Like, it's like, yo, out of everybody, it's like he knows Buggy's a fraud. He knows about Buggy. Maybe the underground thing, because Buggy was a part of that. Kid was a part of that too. Who knows? Just throwing that out there. Think about it. You know, I'm just really, like, this is like all pairing up together. I just want to see something about Captain John too. I just want to see each of the Rocks pirates just show off their move in a panel or something. To show Oda gets to show like how each of them fight, like each of their fighting style. I just like each of them do a name attack, or each of them just do something that they're known for. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you could do that, if I just, like I said, if I see a zip, 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 electricity sparking around Captain John, JIKI JIKI no Mi. Repel, JIKI JIKI no Mi. Attract, JIKI JIKI no Mi. That's all I'm saying. If he does any other metal constructs with that devil fruit, because like I said, that arm came out of nowhere. If he just does that, JIKI JIKI no Mi confirmed. And it just pushes the theory even further about him being the son of Eustass Kid, being the son of Captain John. And like, people might think it might be pointless, but I'd say like it really does further the story even more. Like, it furthers kids' like ambition and goals to know more about this character, about what he's seeking and why he does what he does even more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's really all for me. I'm excited, guys. I know you guys are excited too. Thank you for 202 subscribers. Thank you for helping me make it to 1K plus views on the very first video I uploaded. That's about Eustass Kid being the son of Captain John as well. You know, I thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot, man. You guys are really supporters. Much love, man. Please like, comment, share. Let's talk about it. I'll be down in the comments too, talking with you guys, man. Like, come on. It's your boy Eustass, and I'm out, man.